back everybody, this is Kishin with another game of Mage. Today will be a little bit different. First of all, I'll be showing off all the cards in the deck this time, because I am in the middle of a move and my new monitor kind of messed with my recording software, so you'll not be able to see the cards during the game. I'm going to be showing everything here, and hopefully you can still enjoy watching the game unfold. And you know, I talk about all the things that I have in the deck, so you'll know what's in there. It's a pretty cool deck, this Johktari Beastmaster. I think it's pretty strong. I've been using it a lot recently. Let's go through it. First of all, we have a decent selection of attack spells, just some different for different situations, and there's an elemental one later on. The Pillar of Righteous Fury, some good conjurations here. The main idea with this book is the lair that I will be using to put some creatures on the board. The Deathlock to end the game, Corrosive Orchids. The creatures are primarily the Thundery Falcons, Dark Phanasps, of course Laverg, and I put in a bear. The enchantments I think are pretty standard or like core. Got a few debuffs for the enemy, but not too much. Then the equipment. The hunting spear is the main reason why I think the Johktari Beastmaster is really good these days. It's become a lot better, aside from the other things that has been given to Nature School. She can definitely use the spear to better advantage than anyone, and I still don't have the teleport art, something that I'll be looking into as soon as I'm settled in my new home. Alright, it's not too much I want to talk about here. The main idea is to just go forth, put down the lair, start putting out creatures, and then start using Kajara and the spears. Just harass the opponent. If you can, focus Mage early, then good, and then put down Deathlock if they start trying to heal and get back up. Games with this usually very short and sweet. It's very intense and fun. There's not much dilly-dallying around the board, which you know is, if you know me, that's my usual style. So it's kind of cool for me to try some new stuff with this Johktari. So yeah, anyway, let's roll the game. And today I am playing against an unserious or a silly warlord from Shining Nova. Let's see how that goes. My deck is, I'd say, pretty serious in that I think it's competitive. Some people might correct me on that, but I think it's pretty strong the way I play it. Very to the point. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do the standard opening, which is double move, and then the layer. I could technically put it here, but one of these two zones, and depending on, or one of these three zones, I suppose. Don't worry, I booted. There's quite a few different ways that this could go, depending on what he does, of course. He is enchanting himself in first quick cast phase. Not something you see from a warlord very often. It might be a brace yourself. Let's see what his action will be. Battleforge. If he puts down a Battleforge, I think I will make it my goal to destroy the Battleforge as quick as possible. Because if he gets too much armor, that's definitely one of my weaknesses in this deck. This is a summon. A lair? No, not lair. No, but then oh, okay. So I was completely wrong. This is a meditating monk. Interesting. Not a bad play. I definitely like it. I might as well put this as like a mana flower or whatever, and I definitely like the monk better. He's saying, "Come at me, bro. Come at me, brah." I think I have played Shiny Nova with this deck before. He also guessed that I was playing her. So it's not that big of a surprise. Actually, it's him summoning the monk makes my wounded prey marker do something, so good for me. Just messing with him a bit. The Dwarf is annoying to my Darkfin Asps, in that he has a tough -2, but I think that's the only thing, other than of course my attack spells, and the corrode markers from the corrosive orchid are now +9 on him. So that's actually kind of annoying. Yeah, killing him would be good, and I am definitely putting Kajara in hand as always. And I would like to have, I think, the mana flower. Every time I've cast the mana flower, I have calculated on it post match, and then I have decided that the mana flower has helped me every time. It costs me a little bit of a momentum here, but the thing is that if I don't want to cast it, I can just cast Kajara, move to and hit and use Kajara, and I don't have to cast the flower this round. And actually, I can't afford it. Wait a minute. I messed this up. This is 3, 8, leaving me with 5, so I'm gonna have to change this. I'm putting the Bitterwood Fox because I can afford that. That's 3, yes, yeah. I would have liked a bird, but it's 1 mana too much. Yes, let's do it like this. Deployment, putting this out. That's why I put the fox in the deck, actually, now that I remember it. Just to get a bit less mana expense if I want it. The first quick cast, I'm not gonna do anything, and I can't. I'm not gonna have to reveal Hawkeye if I cast the Mana Flower, I guess. First quick cast, he's spending his action. So what might that be? Okay. Are you seriously warning yourself in the corner? You are. I like it. I'm sure there's a plan. Yeah, this is my fort. Yeah, he's gonna put in an archer tower and put down... Dwarf Fortress is a really good game. If you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, and you like complex games, you might want to look that up. Interesting. So yeah, I'm definitely putting down the flower because it's gonna be a bit of a longer game, and I want to have the momentum to actually deal with this. Acid +2 is good for me. I'm gonna put an acid flower here, corrosive orchid. So let's put this here. It's not gonna matter too much. I'm just gonna cast both, actually, so we can get the round over with, because we're not gonna touch each other this round. No matter what he does, I will do that. I could force him to use his meditating monk first and then save my quick cast and all of that shebang. But next round we're gonna see an archer and possibly a tower in the same round, so it's not going to be able to shoot the next round giving me another round to do something against all this. Is this the tower? It's a builder. Cool. Ah, because he gained a mana from the monk. I was thinking he didn't have enough mana for that. But he gained a mana from the monk, of course. This is an interesting start. Oh, and the builder will be able to repair the walls. I like it. I definitely think that a corrosive orchid in this square will be very beneficial to me. Final quick cast, yes. And what can we do to break down the wall? I could fly over it. That's definitely an option. I can walk over it if I want to. At the moment I don't really want to walk over it, but maybe later on. I should put out creatures for sure, but then I will not be able to afford the corrosive orchid. In fact, I will. And I think I should do it because it's gonna be rolling 4 dice and has 5 up corrode marker chance and all the good stuff. I think it's too good to not do. Then I'm putting out the feral bobcat, and then I'm also hitting the wall with my Kajara, which I will have to do first. So I should have actually moved here in this zone, because then I could corrosive orchid, use the corrosive orchid, and then attack. Now I'll have to attack and then use the corrosive orchid in the other way around, and that's not as good. If I want to reveal Hawkeye, I have to save 1 mana, and I should reveal Hawkeye, I think. How do I get in there? How? Do we have an acid ball in the deck? I do not have an acid ball. I do have an acid ball. So I could go elemental wand and acid ball. It is an option. I am expecting from him. I'll actually do this. And I'm expecting from him a meditation amulet right now. I think that is what we're gonna see. Putting out this right now will not help too much, but working towards getting Meridia's blessing on my side, I will need to overcome these 2 creatures and possibly another. I like this guy, shining over. If you're seeing this, then good on you, mate. I always like playing with you. We have fun every time. Alright, let's do this. So I move here, and then I do have to attack now, so let's do it. Three damage, very nice. Done. I'm not gonna reveal the corrosive orchid before I have to. He's gonna repair the wall. It has range 0 to 0. No, I think it can work. Yeah. Yeah, because to target this wall, I just have to be able to target this zone. The way walls work. And are you done, Mr. Nova? There we go. So 0 damage, but we do get the corrode marker. And then we get 4 damage on it. Very nice. So it has 13 health, 7 left, sorry. We're almost halfway there already. So far so good. Here's the Battle Forge. Interesting. I've wondered if something like this is possible. I don't think... Let's just look at the board right now. I don't think he's gonna win with this, but you know, you never know. There might be something going on here that I'm not aware of. This gives him some build-up time, which my whole point of my book is to deny him the build-up. But he does spend a total of, I'm gonna calculate it here, 16, 18 mana on building that wall. That's a lot. And I do have to, I spent 7 mana on countering it like this. So you could argue that he has spent 11 mana more than me on this, which is very interesting. And he enchanted the forge. Probably smart. I'd like the gloves, and is there anything else that I can do to get through that wall? I don't think so. Wait a minute. That's cool. I can actually get the boost on the wall with Kajara as well, even though it's not a living thing. I wasn't completely sure about that. So I have to remember to use an animal first to get the extra die on Kajara. And I think that's my prep for this round. So far, a very cool game. Interesting having... This is the first time I've used a corrosive orchid to break down a wall, specifically. But it's fun. I like it. Gonna save some mana this turn, so next turn I can possibly put out Meridia's Blessing, just to have it up prematurely. Here's the planning phase. And the deployment. I'm starting. An enchanted ring. You are just full of surprises. It's a bit of a late enchanted ring, but I mean, if he uses it every round from now on, then it can be good. And he's enchanting himself. Very nice. I don't have a mage wand, do I? I've never really encountered a heavy enchantment build with this build. I only have 3 dispels, so I'm gonna have to pick and choose. Interesting. Might want to rebuild it if he completely kills me with this. The point is that he's not supposed to be able to build it up that much. But he's paying for the option to do so, which is fair. Now if you can just land 1 crit, that would be really nice, because then I can use Kajara before I use the Bitterwood Fox, and it might have been able to go in here and attack. But no, not now, so yeah. He's repairing. 3 dice, very unlikely to kill it. 5 dice, also unlikely. So we will probably have to use both anyway. Let's see if we can get the 1 crit in that's needed to build another die for Kajera, and we do. Very OP Fox. He is critical to my success. And I would like him to click done, but I can live with it, I guess. So let's see, shortcut for a range token is like this. And I'll do this. Oh, I'll cast these, because rolling against a lot of armor, it's good to be able to re-roll. And here we go, 5 dice. And I will re-roll that. That's a very good roll. So it has 3 armor, that gives it... oh, it's dead. 5 damage, and it's gone. But that was my last action. So he has quick cast next round, meaning that he can put up a wall before I can, and I was contemplating putting like a wall of thorns here, or maybe the Bloodspine wall, but if he puts up another wall of steel, we'll just, you know, tear it down. I already got the flower in place. So what he might want to do is to take down the flower before he sets up the next wall. But that'll allow me some time to get into his base. So we will have to see what he does. Here's the Harmonize with a late reveal. That was the first enchantment he... oh, and another Harmonize. Wow. So now building a lot of mana all of a sudden. Huh. That's interesting. Now, if he doesn't build a wall here, I should prepare a force push to push him here. Yeah. Let's get a birdie in there. Let's get a Meridius Blessing in hand. And then a force push. Also, 2 check for Nullify would be good. He has 0 armor on right now, which is dangerous, and I'm sure he's aware. He has 10 mana plus 1 from the monk and 2 from the forge, so not as much as me, but he is earning more now. He is earning 10, 12, 13, while I'm earning 12. Okay, so I've been ahead in a few rounds on the mana gain, but now he is leading in mana gain. I do have a more significant board presence though. Interesting. And taking down the Battle Forge again would be really nice. Killing the monk, killing the goblin builder would be good. Anything I kill, honestly, would be pretty good. Are we doing this? I think so, yeah. I wonder if he's going to put up the next wall. I think he is. I mean, it seems to be his whole build is that he's making those walls. But right now he has a big problem with the orchid here. You know, putting up a wall here or here or here even, for him right now is not very interesting, or like it would be not as good. Like spending a fire spell on this would be good. If he gets it with one hit, he could use a fireball. Maybe he will. Use a spiked buckler. Okay. So no fire spells. Ah, he can still... Yeah, he has to spend... Oh no, what are you spending that much mana for? Costs 1 mana. As... That's something wrong there. A sign in rune. God damn it. Rune only costs 1. He should have spent 1 less mana on that as far as I'm aware. Good. Yeah, they're cheap. You know, it's good. Runes are strong. So he can't really afford anything this turn, though. Meaning this, we're not gonna see a wall. If he spends a little bit of mana right now, then I can even force push him and maybe make him waste a nullify. That would be exceptional. So we're not casting anything right now. And I guess I would like to remove this, but I can't. No. I could take the ring. Oh, right, I forgot to calculate that in the mana gain. So he's actually earning 2 more mana than me if you use the ring every round. Good. Very cool. He can now pass, but he doesn't. I guess I do wanna hit him. This doesn't work against ranged, and if I can make him waste the counter attack. Okay, no worries. I'm coming in here. Let's see if this triggers anything. And that was nothing. But he did use his defense, so a win for me. 1 damage would have meant that Kajara would be better, so I would really have liked that, but can't have everything. So Mr. Builder, what are you gonna do? Oh, he's guarding. Interesting. I could lay 4 dice on him with Kajara. Question is, are we checking for nullify now? I'm not so sure. I think we're doing the Meridius Blessing thing, maybe. I could go and prod him with the wolf, 2 dice back, and if it takes any damage, then I put down Meridius Blessing. Yeah. He's probably gonna melee either way, though. Okay, I thought you maybe had one, but now he has revealed that there's no more walls. That's good. I will move. Do I move? Oh, this is, I always never know with this. Okay, let's make a decision here. And he can even pass, so let's do this. Oops. My fox can't die from this. And it could have killed him with a lot of luck. One damage. Not too bad. Not too bad. Still might be worth putting down Meridia's Blessing then. But honestly not really compared to pushing him here. If he hits it, then yeah. Now, Mr. Nova, you should pass here, because if not, then I get to do more stuff to you. Okay. Sadly, he did. So then I don't think the push is the right choice here. No, it's not. So I move, and I guess I'll kill the goblin, or just hit him. I gotta hit him. Yeah. Yeah, 6 damage is really nice, and I did have a reroll too and stuff, so he's not gonna be able to reveal anything. Yeah, brace yourself. If he has a brace yourself, then he could reveal that. Now he has to spend his mage action. That's the one I'm kind of waiting for here. Because if I want to push, I would want to do it after he has moved. So I get the flower twice and all the good stuff. Might even put up the wall of thorns here afterwards. Yeah, that's honestly really good. Push him here, then wall of thorns here next quick cast phase. And cut him off from the battle forge. While he has 0 armor, it also threatens 4 wall of thorns push and all this stuff. Okay. Force push, I think. Yeah, let's check for the nullify. No nullify. Two damage. And then I am gonna hit you with the Feral Bobcat as well. Yes. And he does get a counter attack that could kill him. Oh boy. Could kill the Feral Bobcat now, but it does have a defense, so maybe not. On average, it won't kill him. It didn't defend. Here's a mana vampirism. Wow. So he steals some mana from me. Interesting. A lot of mana gain, but you're not really spending it. So I don't know if I agree with all of that. And I'm assuming that you have an enchant on you right now in hand, so he can afford that because of the ring. He would be able to afford it anyway, but with the ring he definitely can. No QC? QC? No QC? So it costs 10 mana to remove the Spiked Butler at the moment. And I could put up a disarm. The shield is not the worst. It's +2. Wait a minute. When he rolled, no, it was way lower. Yeah, it was 3 on the defend roll, so of course. Yep. And I will put down a wall of thorns, as I said. I think that's a really good thing. And Meridia's Blessing might also have that in hand. Very nice. So he's rolling a lot of attacks actually, and then with that in mind, the Darkfin Asp becomes better, because I can take his melee attack down a notch. The Spiked Buckle will become useless if I give him 2 weak markers. So definitely going for that. Wall of Thorns is 5, and then I can still cast Meridia's Blessing, which I probably should. Yep, looks good. And me having initiative right now is a big deal. I think, yeah. I mean, he already revealed that he doesn't have a wall. He wouldn't want a wall here anyway. But the thing is, he could lesser teleport in here in his quick if he had first quick. But I don't think he would do that either way, because he's probably not anticipating me casting a wall here. The thing is, these creatures can actually move through the wall as well. Interesting. And so can mine, though. But I kind of thought I was cutting them off. I'm not, though. So it's still an interesting situation. This defense on a 6 up. Definitely cutting him off from his Battle Forge that's earning him an action and 2 mana per turn. That's good. Yeah. And he's gonna hit the wall. That's 6 health. So honestly, I should put up the wall. Then my first creature action will be to move the cat here and kill the goblin, so it can't hit the wall. Yeah. And or hit the Bitterwood Fox or anything. Sorry. This time it was me lagging behind. This deploy I'm very interested in, because I can remove it with Corrosive Orchid, and for that reason he should maybe consider not putting something very important here. What I would expect is the gloves, which I can deal with a disarm. Alright, here comes the next asp. That's the Hearthforge plate. So yeah, I'm probably gonna remove that. Probably, but I cannot. I'm not gonna be able to afford it. That's annoying. Shielding and fortification, good. Good choice, I think. And an armor ward. Haha. Very cool. Okay. First quick cast, I am cutting you off from your Battle Forge. And now I have to not be standing in this zone at the end of the round. All this on this board looks familiar. I think I've tried something similar with like this before, where then I cut off a battle forge and the opponent simply moved away and abandoned it, which he might do here. Let's try this first. That is a weak marker. Very nice. And I will move you here and hit this guy. Goblin Builder is slain. Will anybody even remember his name? I won't. His name was Jimmy. And he's using that for mana, so he's not going to bring down the wall this turn. Interesting. I would like to save my my mage for last, so let's of course do this. See if we can make him trigger his shield again. He does. Oh, and he gets a retaliate. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It's more than 50%. And this is not unavoidable or anything, so I do get my defense. And it fails, so he has 2 dice. Oh. Wait, why are you rolling? Oh, it was a corrode. Corrode was a weak. Alright, yeah, all good. My bad. No, that's my bad. -1 mana. Oh, right. That's true. Now, what comes next? He doesn't have a lot of mana. He's gonna hit me. Yeah, I can sympathize. Ah, good. No armor. Alright. So that's really brutal, actually. Yeah, I like mana transfer. Mana vampirism. I've used it before a few times. When you get it to work and then you can land the hits, it's pretty good. Oh. Let's just hit him. Almost. I can start healing my troops. I'm wondering if he has like a ballista in the deck. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't put a ballista in the deck unless he's expecting these walls to hold the entire game, which is not really a sustainable strategy either way. So, you know, eventually you would have to leave the zone. It's interesting because it's never going to be an archer tower thing, because he builds the battle forge in there. I guess he does it to protect the forge. Him staying in the zone means that my corrosive orchid will get another shot at him, most likely. Yeah, all good. I'll allow it. We did get one corrode marker on him, so he only has what's it called? 2 armor. 2 armor because he had the fortification rune on it. How much would it be to remove it then? It's 8, 10, 14 to remove the armor, which is kind of expensive. I'll do this, and do that, and do that. Alright, let's put out another birdie, I think. I was gonna tank wine him in this space to force him to I did. Right, and if I put down the tangle wine, he won't be able to hit me, so I don't have to put armor on. Not this turn. Oh, he's at 16 damage. We're halfway there. And it's a druid on the picture anyway, so makes sense. But I think if as a Beastmaster you can definitely play it, and you can play it at other decks too. Just I probably wouldn't put it on the board if I was facing a druid, unless I somehow take control of the board with the creatures. And you know, if you have enough creatures, you can use some of their actions to kill wine tokens, and then you know it works out. Honestly, I should put the regrowth instead. He could start healing, but I don't think that that's the right choice for him, honestly, because I'm just gonna you know, keep hitting him, and he's not gonna be able to heal as fast as I hit him unless he gets some more killing power on the board for himself. I am now denying him the battle forge. Very nice. Also, the tangle wine is gonna make the shield less effective. So I'm not gonna tangle wind him in the quick casts, because he might actually teleport then, and he might cast something that he would not cast if he was tangle wind. So better to wait. Oh wait, no, because it's his initiative, so yeah, I definitely have to do it in the quick cast phase. After he has used his quick, obviously, then yeah. Okay, so we are doing it. Very nice. I would really like to get a weak token on him. That would seal the game for me, I think. Yeah, tank wines are annoying when you don't have when you don't want to deal with them. You know, and if he spends a teleport on it, then you know, good for me. Teleports are valuable for a warlord. He's probably only got one if he got any. So what's this? Ballista? A rain cloud. And he is using the monk in there. Okay. So of course I will use this first. Let's start there. And this gives him corrode minus, acid -2, so it's really bad now, but that's okay, I guess. He's gonna regenerate. Oh, and he may remove corrodes. Cool. Do I want to destroy it? I might. I guess I should take advantage of it first. For one round. I'm not gonna be able to kill it this round, probably anyway, so. No. So I get to hit him again with no defense. Gets 1 damage. Cool. Should I hit the rain cloud with a bird? Probably. I can shoot it with the mage as well. So if the bird lands a good hit, then yeah. Oh, and then Kajara gets a bonus, so. Oh, that's a good hit. It's gonna regenerate 1 though. Interesting. No, I don't think that's good enough. If I can make him not lose the corrode, that's definitely better. So let's attack it and see if I can use Kajara on it. That's a very good roll from the bird there. Just need three ones. And I can re-roll. That's 2 1s. Now I'm gonna re-roll because I want it gone. Oh, it's 1 2, so it's 0 damage right now. Definitely re-rolling. There's 2 1s, so 2 damage, yeah. for being incorporeal. Only dice that show a 1 actually do anything. So the 2 2s here are discarded. Okay, so I didn't get it this turn. Let's take advantage of it then and heal our own dude. And he's getting to remove 1 corrode then. That's unfortunate. And that's 0. Alright. And I can use Meridia's Blessing on healing the Tanglewine. Very nice. And a regrowth for him. So that doesn't stack with the Rain Cloud, so he only went up 1 there, which is not so bad. Down to the final quick. The Fox heals 1, and the thingy here, the Tanglewine heals 1, and the Meridia's Blessing will heal it 2. All good. And it did the regenerate auto. Just checking that it didn't regenerate him 2 times, and it did not. So all good. Yeah. Basically. I should have a Tanglewine in hand. No, not really, because if he destroys it this turn, then I still have the quick cast next turn to put another one down. We can put a Mark for Death on him, assuming that that's not a Nullify. I could Purify him first to check for Nullify, but that actually does cost me mana now, because he's got the Harsh Forge Blade. And he's at 16. I mean, it looks like I'm winning this. It's 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah. 2 mana for that. Perfect. If I could save up some mana, I could just remove the armor. It's 14 still, so not likely. I can enchant myself with a regrowth. I'm not going to deploy anything this turn. He might. And if you're listening, Shining Nova, then you should probably consider adding an area attack spell for a situation like this. Because that would really turn the game around, like what's it called? The fire area attack spell here would kill not the wall, but like everything else, including his own. Oh, maybe not the fire one when you have flame -2 running around, but you can actually just move that out of the zone and then use your thing. That would be cool. I just move the rain cloud out, then blast the zone. I would dig it. And I should probably use the rust instead. Yeah, I do want to get rid of it because it just makes my corrodes impossible. And he would be able to keep removing it. No deploy. I'm gonna remove this. No. I have enough creatures right now. Alright. He is gonna quick cast. And veteran's build. So the rust will really do its work here. Very nice. Is he struggling for mana? I'm wondering what the meditating monk could do. Probably nothing. He's gonna stay in the zone. Might as well deny him the mana when I'm gonna do it anyway. Dead, 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 very dead. Hitting the Bitterwood Fox then. Unlikely to kill it. But he did. Okay. Fair enough. It's just gone. Ouch. But yeah, that's what happens. No corrode. Let's see if we can fish out the defense from him. And we can, but it didn't work. We do get the weak marker on him though. Yes, very good. Oh, Circle of Light. Are you kidding me? Cool. Days. Alright. I'm still gonna do it, of course. I reveal the rust. Otherwise you would have taken 0 damage there. Now don't get stunned. Is that a stun? That's a daze. Okay. I can remove some of those things with the blessing here. But the point is we got a damage in, so I can get an extra attack token here, and then we hit him. And that was worse. 1 damage. Great. Oh well. Now the big question is, do we heal the Tangle Wine or the bird? I think the bird. Yeah. I want to keep my creatures on the board. He's killed 2, so it gives a discount of 2 on Staverk. It's not really worth it yet. He might remove the rust here. He's regenerating too. That's kind of annoying. For a rush opening from me, this is taking a lot longer than it should. Relatively speaking, usually games with this Beastmaster will be over right around 10. It does look like I'm still winning. It's just taking a bit longer because he put up the whole defensive position there, which is very cool. I like it. I like it. Now I've got 14, so I could technically, if I'll let him do his magic first. If he gets rid of rust, I should probably just remove the armor to open up for more damage. And then I won't deploy, and I will have regrowth. Yeah, why not? And then I could go for boulder. No. Probably the Wickwood Iron Wine is better than the regrowth build. What else? I could take a Dispel in hand. I will use this to heal the bird. Dazes are not that bad. It just means less damage for him, probably. Should I dispel his regrowth? I'm dealing more damage right now, but he's slowly getting back. The weak is very good for me. Makes it a lot less likely for him to kill off my creatures. I'm assuming though that he has some elemental wands or something in the deck. Right now he's gonna have to dispel the rust, I think. I should honestly put the marked for death in hand. Oh, sorry. Yeah, definitely the mark of death. And deployment, I'm skipping that still. No, it's never over this early on. I agree with him on that. He could win if he has some tricks up his sleeve. First quick cast belongs to him. I want to see that dispel. Nope. He's done with the first quick. I am not gonna do anything in the quick cast. I want to see him remove that rust, so I know that I have to take care of his armor. He's spending both his actions. There's another enchant on him. And a bear strength gets revealed. So you're gonna hit the Tanglewine? Oh, good for me. Hopefully you don't get it though. It's actually above average for you if you want to get rid of it. And he doesn't. Not even close. I'm gonna heal that damage. If I don't use the blessing for anything else though. That is gonna trigger on his counterattack. Yes, that was really good for me. I agree. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's bad. And I can put a mark for death in to do even more stuff to you. Let's start with the corrosive orchid. 2 damage. No, 1 damage, yeah. Because he's got the belt. It's still helping him against clean crits. He has his defense left, but let me do this first. 4 total. And reveal it. Manages to avoid missing the attack. Then he's got his defense if he wants. He didn't, and he got it weak again. Very, very good for me. Then the circle of light, of course. 2 damage. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the blessing on healing the asp this turn. Let's he didn't use his defense. I want to use it. I want him to use it on the cat then. Yeah, maybe not. It's tough to tell what I should do there. No defense. And it looks like he is gonna die soonish. Then I will spend... Oh, here's the counter. Or the damage barrier. All good. Yep, I believe it's a pretty big days chance actually. It's 5 to 10. Okay, that's kind of big. Let's do the fumbling one. Dazed one. It missed. I'm gonna get rid of 1 there. Now he didn't use his defense at all. So for my last action I will use the bird to hit the battle forge instead. Because there's no reason for me to risk that. Oh, good roll. So on the other hand though, maybe I should. I should actually hit him now, because he's very close to death and I want to pressure it. I have quick cast next turn, so I'll boulder at him. It succeeds. Too bad. I'm adding a slam so he can target my otherwise flying creature, otherwise he would not be able to. And it takes 1 damage. Aloha. And I think that's the round. -1 mana. Blip. Alright. He didn't take any damage from that. He's gonna regenerate. So a hurl boulder would be 9 dice with reroll. I think I gotta do it though, because he's got 1 armor. He can't deploy anything. Yeah. Here comes the boulder. It's the right choice. Just go for the throat. Try to finish him off. Yeah. What I don't want to see is him like casting a heal or something. That would be really annoying. So putting a boulder in hand. And I guess the dispel is fine. Oh. Let's do this. There we go. Never give in, never give up. Or is it the other one way around? Yeah. Never give up, never give in. Never back down. That's a good movie. Never Back Down. If you like fighting movies. I think it's about Muay Thai or something like that. MMA. I'd recommend it. I mean, it's a movie that I remember even though I saw it like 10 years ago, so it can't be all that bad. You're welcome to correct me if you watch it and you think it's bad. It might be. Let's just put out a free Falcon. Let's see if I can squish it with my big rock. I refuse to die. You are dead. You are dead. Alright, so very cool game, I think. It's always nice to see people trying new things. I've never really experimented with how a Dwarf Fortress. But it's very dwarfy, that's true, that is very true. He's building walls in the little castle. I love it. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching everybody, and I will end the video here. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.